with the thunder, baby, might just clap it.
What's going on, YouTube world? Welcome back to another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. I hope you guys are having a great weekend and a great start to your Sunday. Bulls to the Wall Trading is a channel that I created in order for me to share my knowledge with this about the stock market and just help new traders out. So if you are a new trader and you're willing to learn and you're willing to put in the work, then I suggest you watch my videos, like and subscribe, and please just keep up with the videos. I do have some social media accounts. I have a Twitter. My handle is @BullsToTheWall, and my Instagram is @BullsToTheWallTrading. So please follow me on those. I basically put updates every day. I tell you guys the stocks that I'm going to be looking at right before the market opens, and I give you guys an update. And again, this is all for free. I'm not charging. You know, there's services out there that charge for this. I'm just doing this because I want to help people out. This is going to be my watch list for November 6th, 2017. And again, as always, I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor, so please do your own research before investing. Just because I have these stocks on here does not mean that you need to like them, does not mean that you need to invest in them. Nobody knows what a stock is going to do, so please do your own research. And Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade is not sponsoring me to do any of these videos. So let's start with the first one on the list, which is GSL. And I have this, I changed my chart to 5-minute candles. I usually do 1-minute candles, but I just changed it up when I was doing this watch list, so I'm going to keep it like that. So so this is 5 minutes. Let me just change it to 1 minute so you guys can see the difference. So that's the difference. Obviously 1 minute it's more spread out, and 5 minutes is more concise, more tight, if you will. So for this one, GSE, we identify the high, which is at 156. So we draw our line right there. And for those of you that don't know, I am a momentum trader, which means I trade the previous day high, pre-market high, or intraday high. And basically what we do is we identify the high, and what we want in a perfect scenario is the price to start moving up with good volume. And once it comes to that line that we draw, or that we drew, we want the price to break above, aka breakout, and we want to get in and ride that wave up. So that's basically what I do for all these stocks. I just identify the high point. CLD at 428, but this one I would much rather get in at 430, so I'm going to put my line at 430. ANTH, instead of 189, I'm going to do 190. And this is an old line, so I'm going to remove that. But for those new viewers, you can see that once the price broke that line that I had previously, it shot up. It doesn't do it all the time. You could fall for a fake breakout, and that happens a lot. So just because this is my style of trading does not mean I make money every day. Sometimes the price will come up, go cross the line or break out of that line, go up 2 cents and come right back down. Nobody really knows what it's going to do. ESEA at 127, I would much rather get in at 230. SINO at 328, I'd rather do 330. FSEL, this is a previous line, so I'm going to remove that. And actually this is a great example. Let me get out of this so you guys can see. So this was a previous line right here at 230. So look at what the price did. It came up, it crossed the line that we drew at 230, but it only went up to 231. So this is a perfect example of how you can get into a failed breakout, and nobody knows if it's going to be a failed breakout or not. But if I would have seen this on Friday, I probably would have gotten in at 230 or even 231, thinking that it would keep going up, but it did not keep going up. It just came down. So this is a risk that you're taking when you're investing. You every time you get into a trade, you are hoping for the best, but things can go south, and you got to plan for that. So this is a perfect example of a good setup that's doing everything we want it to do. It's looking perfect. It's looking perfect. It crosses our line, and then it just gets stopped out a cent or two above our breakout line. So that's a good example there. Oh, I didn't draw my line. So I will delete this one and put it at 231. SHIP at 113. MTBC at 445, but I'm gonna put it at 450. I'd rather get in at 450 on this one. ONCS at 135. GLBS 134. And this is a previous line. So again, let's take a look at this example here on Friday. The price was, this was our old line. The price was coming up. It crossed the line that we had, and it kept going up. So this was a perfect breakout. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about here? It crossed our line, and instead of coming back down, aka a failed breakout, it crossed the line, it pulled back a little bit, and it kept going up. So that's a perfect breakout. Now compare that to this one. Oh, I deleted my line. I think my line was right here. Or was it? I don't remember where it was, but you guys can go back and see that, you know, nothing is guaranteed. You're basically taking a shot at a breakout. So let me delete that line, and there we go. ISIG at 219 and TOPS at 132. Put it right around there. And again, same thing here. This was my old line, and look at what happened when it broke through. Did I know it was going to do that? Absolutely not. It could have crossed, went up 2 cents, and come back down. So let's go to my other watch list, CLDX. I'm going to put this one at 250. Oops. BTE. This is an old line that I will delete. Oh, come on. And I will put it at 310. ITUS. This is another example of a failed breakout. I had my line at 245. The price came up. It came up. You could have gone in at 245 or even a little bit above at 246, but it only went up to 249. So again, nobody really knew that it was going to just go up a couple cents. So a lot of people probably got in here thinking it was going to break, which it did, but it didn't sustain that break. It didn't sustain the breakout. It broke and it just came right back. So that's a failed breakout, and again, that's a risk that you're taking when you're investing. So just be conscious of that just because it's coming up close to your line that you're drawing, it doesn't mean that it's for sure gonna break above and you're gonna make 20 cents a profit, 20 cents a share. It could just break the line, go up 2 cents, and come right back down. So for this one, ITUS, instead of 249, I drew my line at 250. INFI, another great situation here. I had my line at 270. It came up to 270, and it got rejected. It came right back down. Failed breakout. So, you know, you guys have to be conscious of that when you're investing. So I'm going to put the line at 270. GSAT at 169, and this is an old line, so I will delete that. NE at 412. SGYP at 307. DRYS. So this one had a good breakout here on Friday. As you can see, I had my line right here at 436. It broke, and it's maintained that breakout, and it went up. So when it went up to 475. So I drew a new resistance line there, and look at here, it had a failed breakout. Let me show you that right here. So it started to come up, it crossed 475, but it only went up to 479, and then it came down. So a 4-cent breakout, you know, that's really nothing, and it moved really quickly. So you probably would have been able to lock in your profits, but that can happen. Again, just because it's coming up to the line that we drew, the resistance line, and it crosses it, by no means does it mean, you know, throw everything you have at it because it's going to take off to the moon. No, it can cross it and then get rejected and come back down, which is just what happened here. But in the morning, it did the total opposite. It crossed it and it sustained that breakout and it made new highs. So for this one, I will delete this line, and I will delete this line, and I will put my line at 480. But where is it right now? It's at 440. I might also be interested if it breaks 450. So I'm gonna, which is where it's at right now. Perfect. So why 450? And because half dollar amounts and whole dollar amounts are big mental resistance points. So $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, so on, and $1.50, $2.50. It's a big resistance point. So it's no surprise here that it got stopped out at 450, because that is a key resistance point. So if it breaks 450, it could ride all the way up to 479. So that one could be a good one. AKS at 431, and WFT. This one's been a weird one, but I'm still gonna watch it. It has 34 million in volume, so that's pretty decent. So I'm gonna put it at 405. So that's my watch list. So what I do in the morning when I get in, I turn on my computer and I have both of these watch lists up, and I sort them by volume how I have them right now, and I just focus on the ones that have the most volume and that have a good looking chart. So a perfect scenario would be, let's say I come in the morning tomorrow and ITUS at 8:45 a.m. already has 500,000 volume. That's pretty good. So I would look at the chart and see if it's something that I like, and if it is, then that makes my top 6. And I do the same thing for both these charts right here. I also run a morning scanner looking for stocks that are moving up in the pre-market, and I do the same situation, filter by volume, and I look at the chart. Out of those stocks, I grab the best ones from this watch list, and my morning watch list, and my morning scanner, and pick the top 4 to 6 stocks. If you want to know what those 4 to 6 stocks are, again, I suggest you follow me on Twitter at Bulls to the Wall Trading, or Instagram Twitter is at Bulls to the Wall, and Instagram it's at Bulls to the Wall Trading. I post my 4 to 6 stocks on there and tell you guys why I like them and what I'm going to be watching. So sometimes the watch list that I do for you guys, sometimes I open my computer in the morning and none of those stocks look good, and I only go by my morning scanner. So just because I have all of these doesn't mean that these are going to be winners. They could all be crap tomorrow. Who knows? Nobody knows. That's why you have to follow through. So yeah, that's basically my procedure every day. And I think that's it, guys. I hope you guys are liking these videos. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please leave me a comment if there's anything you want me to go over. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the follows, all the thumbs up, all that kind of good stuff. I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to leave it there. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody, and good luck tomorrow in the markets.